beautiful sister-in-law. Both of us with our long bobs.
Our long bobs.
Our long bobs because we have boring hair.
I'm still mad about not being able to have fun hair. Just like wake up with fun hair. And the
I
other
think with the
question I
right
have for
amount of
you.
money, we could wake up with fun hair. You can do a
Okay,
lot of
but
things with
here's
it. Okay.
here's a question for you.
Okay.
Okay. Do you because we have the same hair but yours is brown and mine is blonde.
Uh-huh.
Extensions,
Yeah.
like clip-in extensions.
Yeah.
I feel like I couldn't do them because I don't think my hair would cover them
Yeah, it would.
well enough.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I have a lot of
Have
friends
you
who wear
ever had them?
extensions. No, but I have friends who have extensions who have thin hair, and it will cover it.
But like clip-on extensions, or like they go to a salon and get very expensive threaded extensions.
Both.
Really?
Yes. You have enough hair to cover it.
Okay, I'm gonna start Googling
Should
clip-in
we do it? And
extensions.
when I come up there, we should
But
record a
here,
pod with our extensions.
yeah, but I did once buy like the halo hair, like it's like a halo extension, but I can't match my blonde is the problem too.
Yeah, I was thinking about talking to Sam because I'm gonna see him next week, and
Your hairstylist.
yeah, he's my friend. He got me out of a real bind 4 years ago when I had another one of those gnarly knots that was like about the size of ping pongish ball, yeah. And it was right up about where my where this headphone is. So I couldn't get it out. I had texted our friend Ashley, who has really thick hair, and said, "Girl, what do I do?" And she's like, "This is what you could try, but you might need to go in for this one." And I did. He was like the one like stylist who was available that day. Like he had an opening, and in the middle of December or end of December when like everything is booked.
Yeah.
Because I was at the point where I was going to just cut it out and I was going to have a pixie. And he got it and he fixed it. And I am so incredibly loyal to that man. He's also my friend now. And now my mom sees him too. But I'm going to talk to him on Wednesday about like,
Yeah, ask him about it.
how do we do this? I'm going to show him a
Ask
picture
him
of you.
about it.
I'm going to show him a picture of you.
Yeah.
Well, he knows. He follows me. He's seen this. Sam, I'll probably do a little clip. Let you, I'm going to promote you. He's kind
Yeah,
of
show
hair,
this.
he's hair
Show Sam.
famous.
Is he hair famous?
Because I posted something about him once. He like posted me in a reel because he's like a big trainer within the Aveda.
Oh, yeah.
So he trains like all over, not just like in Dallas. Like he trains everywhere. And he wanted to film a video because I always pay for this shine treatment when I go in. He's like, "Can we do a before and after?" I was like, "Of course." So he does a before and after of my hair. I shared it and was like, mad props to my boy Sam. And then a girl that I know who is like in the like hair industry and she's worked for a big salon here for like, I don't know, 15 years is like, "Hey, is he your stylist? He's like famous in the Aveda world." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." I was like,
Oh my
I have a famous stylist. What's also interesting about Sam, I'm going to talk a little bit more about Sam and then we talk about this movie because I love Sam. I have put it out into the world because that's what you need to do. Now, I'm not just going to let it go. I've got to put some work in behind it. I do believe that I should have an opportunity to date Glenn Powell at some point. And I know that he is casually dating someone else according to the Googs.
God. Yeah.
I also still think that they may not be happy and he just hasn't met me yet. And I mentioned this to Sam when I saw him last month. And he goes, "Oh, I know Glenn Powell's stylist. He's a friend of mine." And I said, "This actually feels like a low lift for you, Sam." Okay. So,
Why do
anyways,
you want to date Glenn Powell?
curiosity.
They killed the cat though, Amanda.
I'll get over it. Don't you think he's probably a fun guy to date?
Yeah, he's very family centered.
Yeah.
And
As
like
am
his
I.
family goes to all the
Yeah.
red carpets with him and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they all really get
I
along.
plan to invite you all to all my red carpets.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
We're,
mean,
we're a
I'm just
very tight
curious.
family, you know?
It's like he just came on the scene and everyone's obsessed with him. And I was like, what just
No, he didn't. He's been coming for a while. So
well, I've seen him and stuff.
on the scene, he's been
Amanda.
coming on at the scene. Come on, this is a family podcast. Meaning we are family and we have a podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I saw him in something. What was that one where he was like a murderer? You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, I just feel like he's like kind of someone that I like wouldn't expect to be so famous as he is. And he is. He's very
He
famous.
is. He is. Speaking of famous fame, right? Something that we're always marching towards. And before we hop into this, we were talking about this. We have had some good reviews lately, and we've had some more people engaging with our content, which we love. I've received some messages about the deviated septum. My friend Andrew sent me a message and then he texted me a screenshot of it. He's like, "So I'm having deviated septum surgery next week." And my response was, "OMG, I'm so jealous." Because I can't, so we're going to go to lunch because I can't wait to hear about it.
Yes.
But I've had a couple people message me about this. So no one has chimed in yet on what nose I should get, but I also haven't put a poll out. That being said, it's really cool when people engage with our content. What's even better is if you guys go and like this podcast and you subscribe to it and you leave a review. I know we ask at the end, but we're asking right now, truly, we don't need tangible gifts this holiday season.
No, we don't. I have enough.
We have enough. We have too much. What would be so incredible is if you could leave a review. And here is why we are asking you to leave a review. We can see how many people are listening to this podcast, and that has somehow, the math does not math with the amount of people who have left reviews. So there is a discrepancy. We do believe that the data is correct on how many people are listening, and we were so excited about it. We love it. What we would like is to be able to submit
As evidence.
a review for every single listener. We have a ways to go to get there. So if you are one of those people who is listening right now and you're like, "Ah, God, I hate leaving reviews," what's stopping you?
Yeah, why? Why
What
do you
is
just scroll?
stopping you?
You just scroll down. If you're listening on Apple Podcast, you just scroll down to where it says reviews, and then there's a little like box with a pen, and you just press it, and you just go, love it,
Also, why you love it.
love it, hilarious, best sisters-in-law I've ever known,
I mean,
and I've got
it's
4
so-
of them.
it's so
Whatever,
easy.
yeah, whatever.
Whatever is in your
Whatever.
heart that is backed by a 5-star review is what we are here for.
Yes.
Truly. So, anyways, thank you to all that have left reviews. We know that there are some of you, many of you out there listening, because the math doesn't math yet, and we're not math people, but we can use a calculator, and we would love to be able to show how we can reconcile this. You know,
And I actually taught 8th grade math, so I know when
You
things
did.
are equal or unequal. So
and right now it's unequal, and we're looking to
unequal.
balance out the equilibriumness of no, not the equilibrium. That's science, I think.
that's your brain. Yeah.
That's our brain, and this is our brain on podcasts. Should we do an intro,
Clap.
Maggie? Because we're coming up on the end of the holiday season here. We got a couple more films. Should we do a nice little intro?
Yeah, we should. But first we should clap.
We should do a clap. I did the brief, so am I clapping or are you clapping?
You're clapping.
Okay, well, here we go. A sweet little holiday intro, and then I'm going to do a clap. A 1, 2, 3.
It sounded great to me.
Great. Real quick, I do have my heater on.
Yeah, I just heard it kick on a little bit.
You want to go turn that off?
Let's go turn it off.
Let's go turn it off. Is your heater still on?
No.
I'm going to have to slide out of here for all the live people because I don't want them to see that I'm wearing those old leopard pajama pants.
Because the leopard pajama pants have a hole in the butt. And she wears them a lot because they're really comfy, but there's a hole in the butt. And so she didn't want you to see that. She was like scared you'd see her underwear. That's why.
Oh,
Cute sweater, by the way.
Were you talking to our listeners without me?
No, I wasn't talking.
You were completely talking into the microphone. Into
No,
this
I
live
was
recording.
whispering.
What were you saying?
I was whispering.
What were you saying? I have to go back and watch it.
I was whispering. You'll see
What'd
it
you
in the
say?
editing.
Okay.
I told them what I'm getting you for Christmas. So you have to fast forward through the part.
Oh, I love surprises. You're going to make me have to edit it out. That's going to be hard. Okay.
All right, let me hear this brief. I'm so excited because you wrote it, Amanda.
I was like, I have to redeem myself because I really pulled a bitch move and pawned that off on you last time.
You punted it over to me.
I did. Well, you get to do that one brief a year. So
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
So
And this is not a great brief, but it's a brief.
Can I ask a quick question? Does the year restart in 2026, or does it go until like the time you used it last?
Well, probably restarts in 2026, so you only get to punt a brief for like 2 more weeks.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to make sure next week's
Okay.
my only brief, so I didn't
Yeah,
know.
okay, yeah, okay. When I think of Secret Santa, I think of drawing names for the holiday office party shenanigans or a way for a large family to reduce the stress when it comes to buying gifts for everyone. What I've never thought of until 2 nights ago was the possibility that a former rock star turned terminated baker will dress up as Santa to support her daughter when times are tough. This holiday rom-com, loosely or not so loosely inspired by Mrs. Doubtfire and all the other Ski Lodge holiday films, shows that love comes in some of the most unexpected places, which is why I'm going to get my picture made with Santa today.
Are you? Are you
No,
gonna go to
I
North
wrote
Park
that
Santa?
for comedic purposes because I'm also an entertainer, and now I'm gonna have to go and get my picture made with Santa and probably wear this sweater so the timestamp all lines up. And now you've added something to my list by calling me on my shit, Maggie.
To be fair, you could have just said no. You don't have to do it.
You're absolutely right. I could have just said no, and
No,
instead
I'm not.
I doubled down. A big time. A big time.
Oh my gosh. I love Mrs. Doubtfire. So there were some moments in this that I laughed real hard. What a silly and unbelievable Christmas movie this was. Truly one at top tier. Top tier ridiculous. Top tier really suspending reality.
Yeah. We watched this almost together because you were about
Almost.
5 minutes behind and we were texting. And I was like, oh, can I make a prediction? And I knew you wouldn't care because you don't care
don't
about
care.
that stuff. You and Dr. Wood are on the same page. If you had said to me, I'm going to make a prediction, I would have gasped out loud and put my phone on Do Not Disturb so that I could not see it. Because I first of all, I love surprises. Let me be clear. I don't like to be startled. I don't like haunted houses. I don't like people to jump around the corner. I'll punch you if you do that because I will,
Punch you.
because my heart rate goes up and I can't get it down. Okay. So I don't like to be scared, but I like to be surprised. Surprise and delight. I do not like spoilers. Unless I know I'm never going to watch it, do not tell me. Do not tell me.
Right.
And you let me spoil some stuff.
Yeah.
This was
But this whole podcast is a spoiler if you haven't watched it.
It is
But
a whole- yeah.
but it's fun. It's fun
People-
because you don't have to
Yeah.
watch this movie.
you don't have to
But
watch it. You
can.
don't have to watch any of the shows. You can just come in and listen to us. So
Yeah. Depot, real quick off the bat, are you, because this is now our second holiday film that we've watched, right? Holiday rom-com. Are you someone who generally enjoys this genre? Like, if we were not podcasting about it, you would be seeking out these films to watch this month.
Oh, I've already watched way more than we'll ever get through this month.
Really?
Yes. The other
know.
ones on a list that I texted you, I've already seen those.
What?
I've seen one of them already, and then the other one I watched after I finished My Secret Santa because it rolled right in, and I couldn't sleep, so I watched it. Yeah, I've
So
watched.
you do like it.
Yeah, last year I think I watched 14 of them.
In fact, I will say this film is not the film we told people we were watching this week.
Yes,
We
we
did
do
not say
owe
we were
that.
going to be watching My
apo-
Secret Santa.
We should do that trend where it's like we need to apologize to our listeners because we said we were going to review the Jingle Bell heist. And before we hop into My Secret Santa, can I give you the 1 minute spiel on why we're not
Yes.
recording or we're not reviewing this?
Well, let me tell, because I was about to watch it, and you said, "Listen, if you haven't watched it, you don't need to," and that's a big, bold statement. So I actually have not seen Jingle Bell Heist because I was told by my sister-in-law who loves this genre of film, "Do not watch Jingle Bell Heist. Do not watch
Yeah.
it.
Do not.
And please tell me what it was about and why I did not miss out by missing out."
Please pause for the dog licking. Can you hear it?
A little bit,
Whiskey.
because it is.
Whiskey. Whiskey. Let's bring it down a notch. you. Jingle Bell Heist is in like an hour and 40 minutes of my life I'm never going to get back.
Wow.
When you hear heist, like you think drama, you think like look at all the coordinating and everything. I mean, like I'm thinking like Ocean's 11 or something, like a real heist. This felt like two kids in a trench coat writing a heist movie and playing in a heist movie. It was so incredibly bad. It was so bad. I are you don't I don't think I don't know if you know Jesse. My friend Jesse, he's a comedian, and he posted a screenshot on like his Insta stories, and he said, and it was him Googling, was the Jingle Bell Heist written by AI? And I responded with, dude, I literally thought the same thing. And then we had a convo about it. He made a really good point. He said, it felt like every scene had a new writer and director. It's like a writing teacher said, hey, we're going to write a holiday, kind of a rom-com, sort of. And I'm going to assign Maggie pages 1 through 4, and Amanda, you get pages 7 through 11. And with here are the main characters, and here's the log line, and that's it. Also,
Yeah.
that professor of writing had never seen the writing styles of all the people that were writing.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. It was
And what
so.
was it about?
It was about a heist.
Stealing Christmas?
It was about stealing some stuff. There was all these just like random plot twists that like, wait, what? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Why is this here? This is so unbelievable. And the heist itself was stupid. I'm sorry. I mean, the people were fine in it. Like, it wasn't
Yeah.
even like that. I was like, oh, this acting is awful. Like, I feel like they got stuck in something that AI maybe wrote. Truly.
Which sucks because like this is the year of the Louvre heist, you know?
Yeah.
Like this could have been really a
They could have made it.
moment. They could
Which
have
is
really
interesting.
capitalized on it.
Because it said that this movie was #1, and that's why we were going to watch it, or did watch it, or I watched it so we could review it. And then I watched My Secret Santa, okay, which then said it was because it said it was #1 this week, so let's do it. I also watched another one afterwards, which is what I'm going to recommend that we watch for the next one, and I think it's the
Okay.
best one I've seen this season. So
Really? Okay. Well,
yeah,
good. So
we'll get
so
to it.
somewhere in the middle is My Secret Santa.
Yeah, My Secret Santa, has the girl from I just slipped my mind the girl from Virgin River, and you know who loves Virgin River?
You?
My mother and your
Oh.
mother-in-law. They watch Virgin River at that house big time. I watched the first 2 or 3 seasons, and then I've fallen off.
Yeah.
I like her. I think she's good. She has always reminded me of Kate Winslet in
Oh yeah.
the way
She
she
does
looks.
kind
Not
of. Uh-huh.
necessarily in her acting. Maybe there's a little bit in the delivery. It is her look,
It's her
and
face shape.
it's her face shape and and she
Eyes.
goes from like this movie, she's a blonde, but in Virgin River, she has red hair, which I believe is actually her natural color. So it's like she does this like Kate Winslet metamorphosis. So I sometimes think I'm looking at Kate Winslet, whom I love in The Holiday, one of the best movies, one of
Yeah.
the best Christmas movies.
Which I don't like the holiday.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't
We're
like it. I
18
don't like
minutes in.
Cameron
Should we start
Diaz.
talking about this movie?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
But that's
what
why we
do.
didn't do that's why we didn't do Jingle Bell Heist.
Yeah.
And instead we did this. You know who else is in this is Ryan Eggold, who plays the Matthew Lane, and he is from The Blacklist.
Oh yeah. And
Which I know because when I was on like maternity leave and with babies, anytime I'd wake up, Kyle would be watching The Blacklist, and I'd be like, "This plot is just the same over and over. Is he your dad? Isn't he your dad?" And it felt like no matter what season or episode, we were going back and forth with it.
he's real dreamy.
Oh yeah,
I did text you. I said I feel like this is the Travis Tanner of Hallmark movies.
yeah, he is.
You know, I don't know that he's a Harvey Specter,
No.
but he did feel like the Travis Tanner. And I had also just rewatched an episode of Suits. It was the one where Travis Tanner comes in. And I was like, oh, I miss TT. So I think that I had a little bit of like recency bias there. But I do think that this was a good cast. They played opposite each other very well, I think.
Yeah, you bought that they liked each
I
other.
bought it.
I thought she was really funny. I thought she played, especially when she was in the Santa suit in the drag. I thought she was actually like very comedic and very, very clever.
It's a tough role
That is
because
tough.
she has to not only is she playing a role and she is Santa is typically a man, and which we talked about this. Like you texted me, why
Santa's a
can't she?
woman.
Yeah, Santa is a woman. Also, why can't this person just be a woman who plays Santa?
Yeah, I mean, like she clearly is good at it. So what does it matter that she's in
It doesn't
drag
matter.
for it? It
It
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter at all.
Yeah. How convenient that her brother and brother-in-law um,
Or makeup
are
artists.
like incredible makeup artists, like special effects makeup artists to make her an entire fat suit out of beans. Like, whoa,
Yeah.
what a
Okay.
resource to tap into.
All right. I want to talk about the beans. Let's pin that for a second. Okay. So, real quickly, we're gonna do like you want to do a 1 minute plot summary here, just so
What it's
people can
about?
yeah, what it's about.
Yeah, I think you nailed most of it in your brief there.
Brief.
But
Yeah.
she gets fired from a cookie factory. She
Hmm.
formerly was a very famous rock and roll star, but then she had a daughter and she's kind of solely responsible for her. So now she can barely make rent.
Right.
Her daughter is a snowboarder who wants to go to this really expensive ski school,
Hmm.
snowboard school at this resort. The only way to get half off tuition is to be an employee there. They're not hiring anything except for Santa.
Yes.
So that's why she's like, well, I gotta be Santa.
She goes in and she's Santa. Now, there are, from an HR standpoint, some logistics here that once she uses her real social security number and her name is Hugh Mann because what's the character's name? Matthew Lane's character?
Matthew Lane.
Matthew Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his dad, okay, walks in
Yeah.
and he's like, hey, you know, they recognize each
Or
other because these
Ryan?
are,
Isn't his name Matthew? Wait.
yeah, it's
Is
Matthew.
Matthew is the name of the
Matthew.
character,
It's
right?
the name of the character. Matthew walks in. He sees Santa. He is, by the way, we find out the son of the owner of this ski lodge, which I predicted. But also, this is not original because in the Lindsay Lohan movie from 2 years ago, which I'm disappointed because there hasn't been one this year. She's usually in a holiday movie every year, and I look forward to those. And there was one 2 years ago where she is the daughter of this very successful ski lodge owner. So this is not entirely original. Also, being a baker, not entirely original. It's kind of like a, click and drag, right?
Yeah.
And so, well, I've lost my train of thought.
So his dad owns the ski lodge that she's going
Yeah.
to be employed at, and when she sees this man, Matthew Lane, who she's met at a record store previously, but like declined his offer to go get hot cocoa,
Yeah.
she kind of panics, and she's also in this Santa suit, and he doesn't know that she's this woman that he went to ask for hot cocoa. He thinks that this is a man who's auditioning for Santa, and
Yeah.
asks his name, and she says, "My name's Hugh Man, like
Yeah.
human."
Because she was trying to, because she saw him and goes, you, like, it's you.
Yes.
But it sounded like Hugh. So she puts her name as Hugh Man. She uses her social security number. And then all of a sudden, with no confirmation, how is her daughter getting these discounted lessons?
Right.
Because her daughter needs, like, if she's getting that benefit of 50% off of lessons, then she needs to say, this is my child. But it's not like her daughter's not going in and say, well, my parent is Santa. So like all of a sudden she just gets into the school. Nobody questions any of this. This does not add up to me as a former HR director. I would need
And
to see the
also,
receipts.
yes, exactly. And also the whole idea, and which gets called out later at the end of the movie, but they've hired this man to play Santa, and they've done no background checks
Nothing.
at all. And I'm like,
Who has all these
no,
little
like
kids sitting on his lap?
yeah, you expect that your Santa's screened. You
Oh, for
expect
sure.
that, like at the minimum. In order to volunteer at my kid's school, I had to get like 3 background checks. I would expect that a Santa who's like performing a public duty as the old man who is around children is screened, background
Yes.
check, FBI clearances, like whatever you need to do. Like this
They
man
just
should,
raw dogged it and let him go.
which is horrible. And why would she think that's okay? She's a mother. Like, why is she like, yeah, I'm going to play Santa,
Yeah.
the most important role?
Yeah. This
Without
doesn't add
any
up.
screening. No,
No,
this
this
is
doesn't add
this is
up.
a horrible failure on
No.
the part of HR. Tia
No.
Mowry plays the GM, kind of.
Yeah.
What is she like? Not quite the GM.
She's
she
wanting
wants
to be the GM.
GM.
Yeah, she wants to be the GM. They have a couple of montages in this. The first one is her trying on all of the costuming and everything, and it's pretty silly. Though they did have some good, like, to your point, some good prosthetics. Like it was pretty like good looking.
Yeah,
Like it's
it
only
was
the
great.
eyes. It's only the eyes that you can't.
But
can't hide.
honestly, yeah, well, I guess. But even like she looked completely like it didn't look fake. It looked very Mrs. Doubtfire, like very, very well done.
Yeah,
This
it's
mask,
very well done. Very well
but
done.
high tech because they used like lasers and stuff. So it was like an
Yeah.
upgrade from the
Yeah.
'90s
For
classic.
sure. For sure. So she goes and she plays this role. At first, she's kind of a bad Santa, and she's like trying to talk kids down from all of the ideas that they want for all the gifts they want for Christmas. And then, she has a turning point, and then she really helps them. She helps this kid who stutters to sing because it's funny. I just talked about this in an event yesterday, how singing helps those who stutter, like they don't. And so that kind of goes viral, and then all of a sudden everybody's like lining up, booking because they want to see the Santa. Matthew then invites her. They finally like kind of start going out. They're like hovering around these non-dates or whatever. And then they go out and
He doesn't know she's Santa. When you say
No.
like they go out, you mean her, like Taylor, the woman,
Taylor, yes.
not Hugh Man, her alter ego Santa.
No. And
Because that's all her daughter wants for Christmas. All Taylor's daughter wants for Christmas is for her mom to find a boyfriend,
yeah.
which
So
she tells to Santa,
which
who
is
she doesn't recognize as her mom.
it's her mother. Yes. So she ends up going on these like non-dates, finally decides to go to the holiday party when she realizes she also has to be at the holiday party as Santa. And so we have something like very similar to 27 Dresses, where the movie with Katherine Heigl, my face twin, and she is running back and forth, and her brother and brother-in-law are helping her do these quick costume changes and getting her out of the Santa into the, back and forth. So we think she's going to pull it off, and then her daughter gets into a snowboarding accident, and she has to run out and deal with that. She's dressed as Santa. Couple of things here. I thought this holiday party was happening at night. And then she runs out right smack dab with the sun up at noon to go help her daughter dressed as Santa with an injury. That's totally fine, but I'm pretty sure they were walking in or like right before.
It was evening.
It was evening. Might be something to think about.
Yeah. And
So we have the big holiday party for an evening event. They're drinking champagne, right?
Yeah.
And then she just runs out in the middle of the day because they're not in Alaska where it's like always sunny or never sunny,
No, and it wouldn't be sunny at Christmas anyways.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Here's the other thing that bothered me with that scene. Okay, so we have Tia Mowry is gunning for the GM position, which Matthew Lane is like going to get because he's the son of
Because
the
of nepotism,
president or whatever.
yes.
Yeah, nepotism. And he doesn't even really want that job, I don't think. Like, he doesn't really like it. Anyways, Tia Mowry's character is so pissed that this son is coming in that she wants him to fail. So much so that at a holiday party, this holiday party we're talking about, where Taylor's back and forth. She's Santa, she's Taylor. She's Santa, she's Taylor. She comes in as Santa, and Tia Mowry tries to out her.
Yeah.
In front of everyone, children, guests, clients. She's like, tell everyone who you really are. Tell everyone who you really are. And then she runs out, and then people still won't stop following her with cameras, like, take off your Santa. And so she rips off her Santa face.
Yeah.
In
She
front
takes
of,
the face
again,
off. I'm going to take my
guests.
face off.
In front of like guests, children, all of this. I'm like, this is traumatizing. Horrifying.
Yes.
And like, this is lawsuit, which the dad says, he's like, we should have been thinking about all the liability of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I was like, not only is this odd to be doing in front of people, if you knew that it was Santa, tell Santa not to come. Like, save some face. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Not save face like the face. Like that she rips off of herself.
Yeah, that's
This
why
is
Tia should
I
not
was
be
like,
the GM because she's not thinking like 2, 3, 5 steps ahead, which is what you need to be doing. She's like in the moment,
she's-
and she's
yeah.
also thinking about herself, right? She was thinking about herself, and as a leader, that's the last person you got to be thinking about. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Come on now.
Which is funny. So Wegman, just a quick aside because we have ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
Wegmans has this like plaque when you walk in, and it's a quote from Danny Wegman, who founded the grocery store. Great grocery store. It says, "Never think about yourself."
Just that's it. That's the only. That's it.
Yeah, it's like serve others, never think about yourself. And I was like, I
Okay.
mean, like sometimes think about yourself though. You know,
Sometimes.
like sometimes you gotta like have some boundaries, but Tia Mowry doesn't ascribe to that school of
No,
thought.
no,
She was
she
like,
doesn't.
I'm going to expose the Santa and ruin everyone's Christmas.
Yeah. They end up having a kind of a happy ending here because, you know, she comes back to apologize. She does one of those public apologies where the mic is on it and everybody hears it. It's kind of like in The Holiday. Have you seen that one with Emma Roberts? And
No.
it's also from 2021. I watch that one every year. I've already watched it. It's actually really cute. It's good acting. Like it, you know, like it's fun. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anywho, you can tell I like this genre a lot. And so, in fact, I was going to pitch sidebar that we maybe watch a couple of more and just like really pack it in,
Okay. Yeah.
even though your kids are about to be out of school.
I can play them with the kid. These seem like fine friendly, you know, like they're not
I don't
they're not
know.
like boning in the bathroom. Although
Yeah.
there's a scene where it like implies.
Yeah. So they have kind of a happy ending. They come up, they do this public apology, much like The Holiday, and they're rocking out because they can both play the guitar and they can both sing. So that was kind of nice to see. Here is something I was really actually I'm going to depot you. Is there anything missing from this ending that you would have liked to have seen, or would you have seen it in differently?
Her daughter's fine.
Yes.
They all end up at her house for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then her landlord is like hitting on the father, right?
Yeah.
Like the dad.
She's
of
all
Matthew
horned
Lillard.
up.
She's so horned up. She's trying to fuck Santa. Like this
Yeah.
woman is like
Yeah.
real horny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't feel out of place from what they normally are. What happens to Tia Mowry? Does she just connects with her daughter and she's like, I'm not going to work as much because you
Yes. Yeah.
don't want me to work as much because you miss me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I
Here's
mean,
what
like,
I-
it's just kind of like they all end like this. Everyone has a button on it.
This is inspired by a text from you though. I wanted
okay.
to see them announce that she was going to get to play Santa next year and that they were okay with that because she did such a good job. And be okay with the fact that a woman was going to be dressed up playing Santa. Like that would have been a super cool
Yeah.
additional like I would have liked to have seen that.
You know what an alternative could have been too is like a lawsuit gets slapped on the resort because so many parents are upset that
Because their
their
kids are
child
traumatized.
was not background screened, and then they watch Santa rip his face off and change into a completely different person.
Yeah.
Like that.
That would
could
have been
also be
fun.
an
That
ending.
that's also part two because some of these, like the trilogy of A Christmas Prince, they're older. They're from like 2020, 2021, 2022. I've seen all of those.
The trilogy of the Christmas Prince.
Well, it's not called the trilogy of The Christmas Prince, but it's like it's a three-part. It's like we don't need to watch
Christmas-
it. I've already seen
The
it.
Christmas Prince.
I think it's called The Christmas Prince, and then there's like a couple of like I don't want to spoil it because other things happen, but it had a three-part.
I
It
won't
was
be watching.
3 years. Like one
Yeah.
they meet and then they get like married over in Londonish, and then they have a baby. So it's like there's three. Yeah, it happened over 3 years. I mean, who am I if I don't finish the trilogy?
No, you
know?
have to.
I don't
You
think they
have to.
thought. I don't think they set out thinking this is gonna be a trilogy, but
But then it was so
I
wildly successful.
literally want to write one of these so bad. Like I want to write one so bad, and I feel like I know the pattern and the formula enough that I could.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
What's the
Yeah.
process you think? You think there's a different process for writing like a Hallmark Christmas movie? Like they probably just have people that they just hire to write them because it's not like an
Yeah.
original concept necessarily. You know,
It's
they're
not
just
really
like,
an
hey,
original concept, but I think there can be original dialogue. I think the dialogue and the casting is what can differentiate it, which will when we get to talking about what I think we should watch next, I'll tell you why. So
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
Debo, let's you and me write one, and let's spitball a couple ideas here real
Okay.
quick.
okay,
Holiday Christmas movie. What's the premise? What's the job that they have?
so do we want to go traditional?
I want to go. I want to go get it, the script sold, Amanda.
Okay. Well, I think, a lot of times it's one of them has got a different kind of job than the other. And one of them might live in a big town, one might live in a small town. So let's say let's say, advertising exec,
Okay, I'm gonna change that to influencer.
influencer. Love it.
Uh-huh.
Influencer is the influencer. Who is the influencer?
She's a big city influencer, and
What
she's got a
city?
really sparkly. She's in New York
Chicago?
City because New York
Oh,
at
New York
Christmas.
City.
Oh, Chicago's good.
Chicago would be
Yeah,
fun
yeah,
at
yeah.
Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, super
Okay.
fun. Lots of snow.
Yeah.
And then
Chicago
and then,
influencer.
but she's actually from Iowa.
Yeah. And she hasn't been back. And she has to go back over Christmas because her parents have somehow like swindled some of like some kind of favor where she has to go back and has to do like an influencing, like she's a client now back in her hometown, and she doesn't want to do it, but it's like part favor, but also like they're going to pay her a lot of money, and she gets back there and she realizes that the client is like putting all of their money in her influencer basket, and it's because the son of the company has seen that influencer marketing is actually the way to go.
Yeah. I think he actually has like mentioned it, but he's opposed to her specifically. You
Oh,
know?
okay. Yeah.
He's like, no, like, no. Like,
Because
we should be doing
she was
social,
really
but we shouldn't be.
she was really rude to him in middle
Yeah.
school in math
Yeah.
class. And
Yes.
he had a crush on her and passed her a note and said, "Will you be my boyfriend?" And she said no.
Yeah. And
And
he's
so
kind
he's
of been
been bitter
harboring
every
that
time. And she doesn't
Yeah.
remember him because
At all.
he's had a glow up. He is an Iowan lumberjack.
Oh, yeah. Because this little company that she's coming to film,
Is all
they
about
make Chris,
woo.
they make wood. They cut
make
down some
wood.
timbers.
Yeah. And so it's also, there's so many bits about wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very like calling in Taylor Swift's song Wood,
Wood, yes.
esque. Like just like, wow.
I mean,
all
they
of
just
this.
literally, yeah. It's hard
Yeah.
not to write those jokes.
Yeah, that's good. I think we
Okay.
we could raise the script up. Erect it.
Yeah, we
Raise
should
the
erect it.
flag.
We should
Yeah.
erect it for sure. Yeah.
But I mean, like, like that, we could do that.
Yeah.
We could do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not so much the premise, and the location and all that kind of good stuff. It is really the casting and the dialogue matter a lot in these because
Yeah.
so many of them are the same. So I like this one. What do we want to call this?
This is called Insta Christmas.
Insta Christmas?
Yeah. Or
What about Would You Rather? And that's like a game she plays with.
Would
That's,
you?
that's her brand as an influencer. And then it's that people do, Would you rather this
Would.
or this? And so then she's like, Would you rather?
yeah. There you go. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
We'll just wait for that paycheck to come in. I liked this movie though, My Secret Santa. Fun take on Secret Santa.
Yeah, fun take. This was fun. This was enjoyable. It was cute.
Different.
I don't know if we were
Different.
giving it like out of 5 Christmas trees. How many Christmas trees would you give it?
4?
4?
Yeah.
3.75, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I think that this was, I liked that it was different from, even like the Buffalo one we did, Holiday Touchdown, felt very much like, what's going to happen. There's going to be a Santa appearance. It's all formulaic. And it was enjoyable. But this, at least there was like the twist of she's Santa,
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was fun.
That is fun. Maggie, I have a suggestion for next week.
Okay.
And I've already watched it.
Good.
So I can even give our listeners and viewers a reason to watch.
Perfect.
I think we should watch A Merry Little Xmas.
I'm in for it.
It has Alicia Silverstone. I love it when you gasp like this, like somebody just told you want $1 million.
As if.
Yeah. Yes. She's in it, and so is Oliver Hudson. And let me just say, he makes this movie.
Really?
Yes. Oliver Hudson is
Okay.
Kate Hudson's brother, the lesser-known spawn of Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. He is
Spawn upon.
Yeah, Spawn of Han. I've followed him for like ever. He's a kind of a quirker and does some really fun things. He makes this film Like I was bought in on particularly his feelings.
Okay. I'm in. Merry
Yeah.
Little Xmas on Netflix.
It's on Netflix, Merry Little Xmas. I really can't wait to review it with you. Probably gonna reach
Okay.
out. I'm gonna text Oliver and see if he can join us.
Good. Yeah. And then see if your BF Glenn Powell can come too.
Well, he's not in a Christmas movie.
I know, just to talk.
Yeah,
Just to hang out.
I'll probably right before because we have the Golden Globe nods that just came out. The noms came out, so we have some nods and some snubs. We might have to talk about some of the stuff we've been watching, and then also kind of gear up for that as well.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
Yeah, yeah. I'm so excited for you to watch
Merry
Merry Little Xmas. Should I sign us off?
Yeah, sign us off.
Thanks so much for tuning in. You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere else you get your podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review.
If you don't know what to say in that review, you can say Merry Little Podcast for me. Love these holiday recaps and so much more.
That's it. That's all you have to do.
That's all you can say. Copy
You can
paste
use
that.
a fill in the blank or you can use your own words.
Yeah, truly. Truly. Whatever.
We just want your review.
Whatever.
As if. As if.
Whatever as if.
Okay.
Loser, whatever as if. Get the picture, duh. What is
Oh my
it?
gosh.
Loser, whatever as if. Get the picture, duh.
I did not know that. Was that from your daughter? Did she teach you that?
No, this is from elementary school. Loser, whatever as if. Get the picture, duh.
Oh, I got to learn that before next week. This is like trying to learn the fate of Ophelia.
Which MJ taught all the neighborhood friends. She said, my aunt and I learned this dance.
Did she teach it to him?
Kind
I
of.
love
I was
that.
like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Well,
she does like the hip roll.
she does a hip roll. That's so great. I only have, wow, Mom, that's really cool.
What about welcome to Loserville, population 1, you.
We got to come up with, we have to come up with a new one. We have to come up with a new one.
Okay. It's really got to get the L's and the W's, you know? Cool.
Wow, Mom, that's really cool.
Wow, Mom.
That's really cool.
Laser.
Okay, let's stop this one. Then we can chat. for a
Okay,
sec.
bye. Bye, friends.